glimpse of this weird silhouette dude, and bro's glowing green, which probably means he's part of the secret agent squad. And let's not forget, the secret agent been sending his crew into every single hole where there's even a whiff of activity. He really wants to keep tabs on everything. He put a guy inside their base back in season 25, and now he's dropping random guys in garages. Then, out of nowhere, this old dude shows up with a freaking bazooka like it's his weekend hobby. And that could mean two things. Either the cameramen are so desperate, they're just giving anyone with a pulse a rocket launcher, or this old man's just mad hyped to blast some astro asses. Respect either way. Then we get a quick, "Thanks guys, we'd be toast without you" moment from one of the women. And of course, there's a little throwaway joke about raw steak. Classic. But suddenly, boom, transmission error flashes on screen, and bro just smacks his hollow head like that's gonna do something. But turns out it wasn't random. A second later, a warning drops from the TV men. Your location is compromised, retreat immediately. Alarms go off and the doors explode open, and in walks an astro hunter. This dude didn't just barge in. He predicted the cameramen's move and came ready. But how did he know? Dude's rockin' Superman-style vision, sees through walls and tracks movement. I told y'all before, Juggernaut Squad got that wall hack tech, and he's definitely one of them. So yeah, this Venom-looking gear-covered freak just blasts through the entrance like it's made of paper and knocks the lights out in the cameraman's POV. And that's when all hell breaks loose. In just a few seconds, the whole mini-base gets absolutely wiped out. Human bodies everywhere. Chaos. Meanwhile, that creepy dude literally devours a woman who's begging for help. Also, kind of funny. Bro's out here wearing Aladdin boots and got ankle collars on. Like, what? Not gonna lie, Mr. Gears might be taking first place for most terrifying and ugly thing we've seen so far. Like, seriously, where did they find this guy? What even is he? Then the queen of this freak show shows up, and turns out she's also down for a bit of fresh human meat. Bro, what the hell is happening right now? I mean, I figured they weren't exactly eating cereal for breakfast, but full-on cannibal feast? That's crazy. Still looks like raw meat doesn't quite hit the spot for the Duchess.
Snack break? Give me some. Raw needs more cooking.
They really might need to bring a personal chef next time, not even joking. Cameraman tries to fight back. Props to him for that. But yeah, he had no shot. Then mommy demon eyes glow like hell. She pulls out an energy shield. Her face starts melting lol as she starts laughing at how pathetic he is. But gotta give respect to our guy for that final salute. Went out with some dignity at least. So yeah, the whole base, and everyone in it, got wiped out in like 10 seconds. Kinda depressing, not gonna lie. Then the TV man starts commenting on the situation, saying it's basically a mess. And that ever since they captured Titan TV Man, the enemy's been able to access their transmissions. And that's exactly what I've been saying in my videos. I called it. Titan TV Man can tap into the cameraman's signals and expose their locations. And guess what? That's literally what happened. Now, apparently they can block those signals, but it's just a matter of time before the Astros track them down anyway. Then we jump into a new scene. Right off the bat, we see transmissions disabled, recording enabled on screen, which confirms the cameramen ain't risking their location anymore. TV Man goes on to explain that somewhere in Eastern Europe, there used to be this union of researchers, but now, complete silence from them. And then we cut to the next cursed face. A brand new Scooby-Doo scientist, and holy crap, why are these dudes always so terrifying? This one somehow looks even worse than the Astro Hunter. Like bro crawled out of the dinosaur age or something. And he's got this creepy woman next to him. Probably his wife or something. I don't know, wild couple. But they clearly did their job. They built this absolute ass-kicking machine. Legit feels like John Wick 2.0. Anyway, this dude's now working for the Alliance, and they're sending him on a rescue mission. Gave him a camera to monitor everything too. He's got TV Daddy and a few randoms backing him up. Then this big guy walks up and tells him to hurry up because they're moving out. And our dude, no joke, goes in for a hug.
Hugs?
Like, what the hell, bro? But then, he does something insane.
What the heck is going on?
Bro legit grabs the Holy Grail, and my brain just exploded. Honestly, I thought Grandpa TV Man was gonna rip that dude in half. But nope. Bro stayed calm like he just got back from meditating on a snowy mountain. He just looks at him and goes, "You think this is funny?" And right after that, shit goes off the rails. We suddenly end up inside that creepy black smoke the guys used to teleport. And man, it's messed up in there. Feels like some horror game dimension or something. The whole vibe is super dark and eerie. Totally my thing, but yeah, I wouldn't want to get stuck there for more than a minute. TV Man starts yapping, telling weird cryptic stuff and dropping creepy questions like, "Do you even understand what this place is?" And there's all these horror sounds playing in the background. Like, bro, we get it, this place sucks. Then we see this pitch black city just getting blown to pieces. And the Skibidi mutants standing there like, what the hell is this? Is it past? Or is this the future? But that's not even the craziest part. Suddenly, instead of the city, we see the mutant himself. Strapped down, getting experimented on by our good old nightmare buddy, the Skibidi scientist. Dude looks ancient, like he's been rotting in there for centuries, and his glowing red eyes? Straight up terrifying. Meanwhile, TV Man keeps talking like, you can't stay here too long. And then, look at this flickering dude. He literally turns into Wi-Fi hotspot. Like seriously, bro starts glitching out and it's like the whole damn city connected to him. Bro's just chilling in the dark like, wouldn't mind some company. Anyway, scene cuts off right there because they finally arrive at their destination. And now I guess it's time to figure out what the hell's actually going on. All right, since my analysis is coming in a bit late, I think it's only fair we go back for a sec and remind ourselves what large TV Man actually said. Cause yeah, that line is kinda important.
The roots lends us.
This party is to die for.
All right, so once we clearly hear what he's saying, now it makes a lot more sense. We can finally move on to the next scene. Because I don't have the slightest freaking clue what's going on anymore, lol. Boom just keeps throwing us into new levels of confusion.
I don't want to talk about time travel shit.
All right, I was joking. Of course, we're not just gonna skip over this scene, it's way too important for that. Now, let's be real. We probably won't figure out the full picture until Boom decides to bless us with answers. But since I'm the Yap Grandmaster over here, let's at least try to piece some things together and throw out a few solid guesses. What even is this dimension? Who made it? And why can the TV men even use it? The first thing that comes to mind, maybe this dimension was created during that failed experiment by the TV scientist. You know, kind of like what we saw back in season 25. And maybe, just maybe, they left behind some kind of imprint in there, like fragments of themselves or particles or whatever crazy sci-fi logic applies here. Sounds insane, I know. But it would explain why the TV man inside the smoke suddenly starts talking normally. Not in reverse. Like that place somehow unlocked a part of his original self. He literally reconnected with who he used to be. And we should think about that, because the moment they stepped into that space, that's when he started speaking normally. Not a coincidence for sure. Honestly, the whole thing feels like the dimension is somehow alive. It reacted to the Skibidi mutant, and that triggered a full-on traumatic memory. And the wild part is, it didn't just show him the past. It felt like he was living it again. Dude literally asked, is this the past or the future? Like, bro, what? It's as if the place feeds off that emotional energy. All that trauma, pain, confusion. But then again, knowing Boom, the idea of a living dimension might be a bit too far. Could just be some freaky anomalous shit, you know, like something straight out of Stalker. But still, I'm leaning more toward the idea that this place isn't alive. We just don't fully understand how it works yet. Still, the theory that the TV men left behind some kind of imprint there, that actually makes a lot of sense. Like, the fact that Bro started talking without reverse speak, that's a solid clue. But even if this dimension did appear during one of their experiments, I honestly doubt they created it. More like they stumbled into it. And maybe this place is just one small part of something way bigger than we know. Because if I'm not mistaken, the Astros aren't the only aliens in this universe. There could totally be other species out there, and this whole dimension thing might be tied to them somehow. Either way, the TV men clearly can't control this place. They can only use it, and only for a short time. And from the looks of it, this one guy stayed in too long. Now he's basically stuck. Could be he was too mentally weak to handle it, got hit with the same kind of flashbacks, and just broke. And now he's stuck in some kind of trance. So yeah, this dimension is definitely unstable, and using it looks pretty damn risky. Also, don't forget, the Skibidi scientists somehow got access to this place too. Yeah, they outsmarted him by taking that ability back, but he might have known something even more important about it. Because no matter how you look at it, the guy was building insane tech solo in an unbelievably short amount